good morning to all of you. I welcome you to another class of science. A new week has started. So, today we are going to revise a new chapter. That is, today we are going to revise chapter number 2, which is Microorganisms, Friend and Foe. Now, in this chapter, you have already studied what are microorganisms, who discovered the world of microorganisms, the different types of microorganisms, the different habitats of microorganisms. You also studied about the useful microorganisms. You studied about the harmful microorganisms. Then you talked about the spoilage of food by microorganisms and the methods of food preservation. And finally, you studied about nitrogen cycle in this particular chapter. Okay, so let's take up few topics of this chapter so that you come into the world or you imagine the world of microorganisms, and then we can proceed. Okay, so microorganisms. If I try to break this word, the word micro means tiny. Right? And organisms, it means living things. So, microorganisms, if we try to define them, we say these are tiny living organisms which cannot be seen by naked eyes but can be seen with the help of a microscope. Right? Then, we are saying friend and foe. That means microorganisms, they are helpful to us, as well as some microorganisms, they are harmful for us, and hence we say that microorganisms as foe. Okay, then who was the first, you can say, person who studied the world of microorganisms? Yes, you all guessed it right. That is, the credit for the discovery of the world of microorganisms goes to a storekeeper known as Anton van Leeuwenhoek. He was the person who is responsible for discovering the world of microorganisms. Right? Now, next we have, that is, what are the different types of microorganisms? So, basically, we can study these microorganisms under 5 categories. That is, number 1, algae. Number 2, fungi. Number 3, bacteria. Number 4, virus. And number 5, protozoa. Okay, these are the mainly 5 types of microorganisms which exist. Now, few more terms related to the topic. So, the first term is, that is, a person who studies about these microorganisms. He is called as microbiologist. Right? And this science dealing with the study of microorganisms, it is known as microbiology. Okay. So, here since we have 5 types of microorganisms, their study is also given different names. Like study of algae is phycology, study of fungi, mycology, study of bacteria, bacteriozoology, study of virus, virology, and study of protozoa, that is protozoology. Okay. So, this is a brief introduction about the different types of microorganisms, what do we call their study, and now the next thing is, where do these microorganisms live? So microorganisms, they live in all type of environment. That is, they can live in adverse environmental conditions also. That is, they survive in very hot climate also, and at the same time they live in very cold regions also. So there is no place where microorganisms are absent. They are found everywhere. Even our body, it is full of microorganisms. Okay, so this is about the habitat of microorganisms. Now we are going to discuss the in-text question answers of the chapter. That is, the question answers given in between the chapter, and the heading for that as per your book is oral questions. Okay, so you all can keep your books and copies ready. If you have marked the answers, very good. If not, just mark them as we discuss them. Okay, so we begin with the first set of questions which are given on page number 15, 1-5. Page number 15, the first set of oral questions is given. Let's begin with that. That is, the first is, name 2 categories of microorganisms. So, any 2 categories you can mention. It's page number 15, answer number 1. So, you can write about bacteria, fungi, algae, anything. Right? Question number 2 now. Name 2 industries where the given microorganism is used. Now they have given you a diagram. Okay. Now if you look at the diagram, you can easily say that this is the diagram of yeast. Okay. Now where is yeast used? It is yeast is used in alcohol and wine industry. Okay, so this is the answer for the second question. Let's switch over to the next set of question. That is, give 2 uses of fungi for human beings. How these fungi they are useful to us? Think of the answer. Number 1. We all are fond of eating mushroom, isn't it? Pizza mushroom वाला हो तो और मज़ा आता है. And at times mushroom की सब्जी भी बनती है घर पे. So one use of microorganisms is that mushrooms, which come under the category of fungi, okay, mushrooms are eaten. First use. Second use will be fungus, aspergillus, okay, aspergillus is used for producing citric acid, okay, which is used in soft drink industry, right? So this is another use of microorganism where fungus called as aspergillus is used. Come to question number 4. Which fungus is found on the bread slices? Yes, these days you must have seen that if you leave the bread for a few days outside the refrigerator, you will find that the microorganisms will attack it. There will be greenish, grey colored patches visible on the bread, and we call them as bread mold. So answer for fourth question will be answer number 4, bread mold. Now some microorganisms, when I will show you the videos on live classes, you will see them and you will find them very interesting. You will get an idea how do they look like. Okay. Answer number 5 now. Name the protozoa which causes the disease malaria. Yes, malaria is caused by a protozoa, that is Plasmodium. Now here only you know the carrier of malaria causing protozoa, it's female Anopheles mosquito. That is the carrier. Okay. And बीमारी किसकी वजह से होगी, डिजीज किसकी वजह से होगी, that is the protozoa called as plasmodium. Okay. So this is the first set of oral questions which are there in our book. Now let's switch over to the next set of questions which are given on page number, that is, let's turn the pages. In the meantime, just mark the answers for the questions which you already know. Okay. So the next set of questions is given on page number, it's page number 21. Okay, let's begin with the first question. So we have page number 21. Answer number 1. Who discovered the antibiotic penicillin? Yes, it's Sir Alexander Fleming. He discovered the penicillin. Second answer, which vaccine is given to children orally to protect against a disease at the age of 1.5, 2.5 and 3.5 months? That is, the child is given 2 drops and it's a vaccine which prevents the spread of a disease. You must have heard about do boons in the. So they are talking about this. That is, it's basically OPV, that is oral polio vaccine. Then answer number 3. Which microorganism causes the foot and mouth disease in cattle? So this disease is caused by a virus. Third answer is virus. Answer number 4. Name 2 diseases which are spread by the house flies. Okay, house flies, they are the carriers which are responsible for spreading a number of diseases. So the 2 common diseases which they cause, that is cholera and typhoid, caused by house flies. Okay, so this is another set of questions. Last set of questions given on page number 22. So we directly switch over to page number 22 now, right? Let's discuss the question answers given on that page. Page number 22. Question number 1. Name 2 methods of food preservation. Any 2 methods you can mention. Number 1, by sun drying. Number 2, by smoking. It can be by adding sugar, by adding salt, anything you can write. Next, what is preserved by pasteurization method? The pasteurization method, it is used for preservation of milk. Third and the last question, what should we do to prevent the spoilage of food? How can we prevent the spoilage? So food preservation is the answer to prevent the spoilage of food. Okay, so these are the answers of the index questions. Just mark them in your book. Okay, now this is all for today. In my next video, I will be sharing with you the exercise question answers, that is MCQ question answers, which are given at the back of the chapter. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.